Two agents, same market, same houses for sale. One has sellers calling them every week. The other, honestly, the better agent, has a quiet feed and an empty pipeline. Same neighborhood, same listings to win. So, what's the difference? It isn't talent, it isn't experience. It's one system. I call it the content flywheel. And no, it isn't post more. It isn't hiring an agency. It isn't just be more consistent. You've tried those. This is something else entirely. Here's the part that should scare you. The better you are at the actual job, the easier it is to be that second agent. Because you didn't get licensed to become a content creator. You're great in the field, so you go head down on the listing. The posting stops, and quietly, you go invisible. Because the seller doesn't list with the best agent, they list with the agent they've already been seeing. So here's the deal I'll make with you: 1,000 pieces of content in your voice, your clips of your listings and showings, and get you 100,000 views in 90 days. And if we don't hit it, we keep going for free until we do, or give you your money 100% back and you keep the content we produced. Give me the next 10 minutes and I'll show you exactly how the flywheel runs without you. And stick with me to the end. I'll also show you the exact 30-piece campaign we'd built for your next listing. And the one approval habit that keeps you in complete control. Now let me level with you. I'm not going to flash fake logos at you. I'm not going to read you testimonials I made up. Here's what's actually true. This engine already runs on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. Real campaigns, real agents, driven by data on what actually earns attention in your market, not some writer guessing. There's even a self-serve version of this, a tool thousands of operators run themselves. But that's not what I'm offering you today. What I'm offering you is the done for you tier. We took the engine that works and put our team behind the wheel. You don't operate it, you don't learn it, you don't babysit an agency that half learns your area. We pull out your voice, we build the engine around your neighborhoods, we run it, you approve. That's the whole arrangement. In about 90 seconds, I'll show you the 4 turns that make it run. But first, let me tell you a story. I think it's yours. You're good. Like genuinely good at what you do. Years of closings. You know your neighborhood's cold, street by street. You price a home better than anyone at your brokerage. And then you land a beautiful listing. Original hardwoods, big backyard. The kind of home that sells itself in person. So you do what everyone tells you to do. You post it. One graphic, the address, a couple exclamation points, and the internet shrugs. 3 likes, your mom, and 2 agents at your own office. So that night, after a closing, you open the laptop, you're going to fix it yourself, write a real caption, find a hook, maybe a reel. It's 11:40, the coffee's cold, you get one post out, you feel guilty for a week. Then the next listing comes, and it happens all over again. The blank caption box wins. And here's the part that actually stings. It's not the selling, it's posting into the void. You put a $600,000 home in front of the world and it lands on 14 people. 3 of them are bots. So you start to wonder, maybe social just doesn't work for someone like me. You pull back and the silence gets louder. Now look across the feed. There's another agent 3 streets over. And let's be honest with each other. You've got more experience, you're a better negotiator, you know the market deeper. But them, their feed looks like a brand. Every listing is a whole campaign. They're the agent you keep seeing, booking the listing appointments that should have been yours. They didn't beat you at real estate, they beat you at being seen, at the one thing that has nothing to do with how good you are in the field. And that's a maddening way to lose. Now here's what took us too long to figure out. When we first tried to fix this, we did what everyone does. Post more, hire more, push harder. It didn't work. The voice drifted, and the output dried up the second anyone got busy. The unlock wasn't more effort, it was the opposite. We stopped guessing what to post and started pulling from what was already working in the market, rewritten in the agent's own voice, tagged to their streets. The moment we did that, the whole thing started running on its own. That became the system. You don't have the hours, you shouldn't have to. The agents winning your market aren't more disciplined than you. They just have a system. You're about to have a better one, and you won't even have to run it. Let me name the real problem. It's not that you're busy. Busy is a symptom. The real problem has a name. I call it the top of mind trap. In one sentence, the seller doesn't list with the best agent, they list with the agent they've been seeing. So every hour you're excellent in the field is an hour you're invisible to the next seller who's choosing. That's the trap. You can't out hustle it, only replace it with a system. So here's the system. We call it the content flywheel. In one sentence, it turns one listing into 30 plus pieces across 3 platforms in your voice, tagged to your streets that you only have to approve. 4 turns. It never stops spinning, and it runs on data, on what's already working in your market, not a writer crossing their fingers. Turn 1. Discover. We find what's already earning attention in your farm area. The angles people react to, the questions buyers and sellers are asking, the neighborhood takes that get saved and shared. This isn't invention, it's intelligence. But before any of that, we extract you, your voice, your neighborhoods, the way you talk about Goveli versus Windsor Park. That goes in the engine permanently. So everything that comes out reads as you, not as generic real estate content that could be any agent in any city. Turn 2. Repurpose. We take that one listing and rewrite it through your voice, your local knowledge. This isn't a template with your name swapped in. This is your point of view, your streets sharpened. The expertise that took you years to earn, written the way you'd say it at the kitchen table. Turn 3. Publish. One listing becomes 30. Instagram gets the visual hook, TikTok the walkthrough energy, Facebook the full detail where serious buyers actually read. Same listing, 3 platforms, native to each one, 0 hours of editing from you. Turn 4. Approve. Nothing publishes without your yes. You stay editor-in-chief, we're the newsroom. Each campaign lands in your queue. You glance through, you tap approve. From your phone, between showings, with your coffee. That's the whole job. Our team handles the rest. Reels, captions, hyperlocal tagging, platform perfect timing. The just listed reel goes out Saturday morning when your neighborhood is scrolling. You just say go. That's the flywheel. Discover, repurpose, publish, approve. Spin it every listing and visibility compounds automatically. Now I want to talk to the agent who already knows all this and is still stuck. That's the worst place to be. You're not lazy or undisciplined. You're just busy being excellent at the job. That's the top of mind trap. The more time you spend in the field, the less time you have to be seen. And the gap between skill and visibility keeps widening. Everything you know is locked inside, invisible, while someone with half your experience but a working system builds the brand that should have been yours. Not because they're better, because they're seen. Every listing you don't promote hands them a bigger head start. You don't have a talent problem. You have a system problem. And a system problem has a solution. So here's exactly how the power plan works. You don't hire a social media manager. You don't learn a tool. The AI drives, you just approve. Here's what you get. Unlimited content creation. You bring your own AI key, so you're never capped on what you can make. Up to 2,000 posts a month across Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And you don't start from a blank caption box. Your power launch is done with you. We build your neighborhoods and your voice into the engine. Connect your platforms, set up your key, and ship your first batch of listing and showing content live with you. After that, the AI runs the calendar, it writes the captions, it formats for each platform, it times every post. You get an AI assistant and bot delivery right on your phone. You glance, you approve, it goes out. 15 minutes a week. The AI does the driving. Now compare that. A social media manager who half learns your farm area runs you a couple grand a month and still needs you to feed it. Our fully managed done for you tier, where our team runs everything, starts at 1500 a month. The power plan, 149 a month. Same engine, the AI behind the wheel instead of a team. And you don't risk a thing to start. Power comes with a 14-day free trial. Your setup $297 is charged today. Your first month doesn't begin for 14 days, and you can cancel anytime, setup included, fully refunded if you cancel in the first 14 days. So you watch the engine post in your voice, your listings, your showings, your streets before you ever pay a monthly dime. That's how confident we are. Once you see the AI ship a week of content for you, you won't want to go back to writing captions at 11 at night. So here's what to do. Click the button below this video. It starts your 14-day trial. You bring your AI key, we run your done with you launch, and your first posts go live in your voice across Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. No social media manager to hire, no tool to master. The AI drives, you approve. 90 days from now, one of two things is true. Either you're still the quiet feed and the empty pipeline, or the AI has been quietly filling your feed and your listing appointments while you're out showing houses. Stay in the field. Let the AI handle the feed. Start your 14-day trial below.